This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. Another bitterly cold day. Plus, we could see some snow later in the week.
Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is on the weather patio. Gary?
Susan, it's cold out here, but at least there's not much of a breeze. But any kind of a breeze when temperatures get as cold as we're expecting to get tonight will cause wind chills to drop very quickly. We had cloud cover for much of the morning, but you can see the skies started to clear from northwest to southeast. Still some clouds to our south and even some light snow showers across parts of northern Illinois. And most of the snow has moved out of southern Wisconsin. Still a few flurries down around Rockford, but even those are dissipating. Last night, low temperature dropped to 11 below zero in Madison, 13 below in Boscobel, 17 below zero in Lone Rock. Most other places saw low temperatures in the single digits below zero. Current temperatures are in the single digits above zero. Boscobel, Lone Rock, Prairie du Chien, just a tad warmer with temperatures in the upper or lower teens. But wind chills right now are right around zero, and they will continue to drop. In fact, wind chill advisories have been issued from 9 p.m. tonight until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. By tomorrow morning, we should be back down to around 10 below zero with wind chills from 15 to 25 below. Tomorrow, skies will turn cloudy. We'll see some light snow late in the day. High temperature at 6 degrees with wind chills staying below zero. We'll see some light snow tomorrow night with minor accumulations, and again Saturday. And then the coldest air arrives Saturday night and Sunday. I'll have details and weather in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Rock County is leading Wisconsin into some new territory in the fight against COVID-19.
It will house the state's first mass vaccination clinic next week. Having toured the site today, Governor Evers feels it is the perfect place to start. And our Adam Duxter is in Janesville and found out how the site will work. Adam?
Yeah, starting next week and lasting presumably until everyone is vaccinated, Blackhawk Tech here in Janesville will serve as the very first public vaccination site in the state of Wisconsin. Well, Wisconsin still has quite a ways to go in terms of getting everyone vaccinated. Governor Evers says it's a step in the right direction. What's normally the Student Services Center at Blackhawk Tech in Janesville is transforming for a new use.
Today is an exciting day for us at Blackhawk.
Now it's just days away from a grand opening as the state's first public vaccination site.
This is the culmination of more than a year of emergency planning and pandemic preparedness.
BTC is pairing with the state as well as AMI Medical Group, whose staff will administer the shots each day. People in eligible groups will simply need to register for an appointment.
So it really became very much a synergy of the right site, the right county, the right solution from the state, and this became a very clear first location for the pilot.
Officials here at Blackhawk Tech say when the vaccine site opens next Tuesday, they'll have the ability to vaccinate 200 people every day for a total of 1,000 a week. They say as more groups get cleared for the vaccine, they hope that number will continue to rise.
Governor Evers says what stands out to him is the accessibility of the site itself.
They'll be able to come, drive in, and essentially the flow of people through this facility as they get vaccinated, as they are observed, and then exit. It's all going to be very slick and very easy for folks.
He's hopeful in the coming weeks and months, more community sites will open, helping transform the vaccination process around the state. And we're told part of the reason that Rock County was chosen as the pilot county for a program like this is because so many people here might not have a full-time primary care doctor. Now, Governor Evers says a new federal administration is likely what's behind Wisconsin's vaccine turnaround, saying the state is getting roughly 15% more dosage every week than they were under the last federal administration.
All right, Adam, thank you. There's an additional change that came out of that Rock County vaccination tour today. Wisconsin will stop referring to the rollout in phases. The environmental health director in Rock County says this is to clear up any confusion the phrasing has created. Instead, he says state officials will focus on what groups have been cleared to get the shot.
There's a lot of confusion about who is in 1A, who is in the second phase, and so forth. So you're going to see the words, the phrasing of the phasing maybe starting to go away, and more just language about who is currently eligible and who is next in line to be eligible.
Now, Wiederson says in the meantime, this does not impact the next groups of people cleared to start getting their vaccine shots on March 1st.
Positive COVID-19 cases remain under 1,000 for another day. Wisconsin reported 821 new cases of the virus, which is below the 7-day average. But deaths have increased, as officials reported 35 new deaths. Nearly 823,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine have been administered throughout the state, including 24,588 in the past day. As of this afternoon, 183,758, or 3.2% of Wisconsinites, have received both doses of the vaccine.
The Madison Metropolitan School District is bringing students back to in-person learning. That'll start March 9th. It is a phased approach where kindergartners will be brought back first. First and second graders will come back a week later on March 16th. 4K returns March 23rd, and so forth. The district said it has been following CDC and public health guidelines to ensure a safe return. They've also been working with other districts who've already returned to in-person learning to take pieces of what's been working for them and apply it in the Madison district.
Everything from what safety mitigations they had in place as far as how students were walking down the hall, to how they intentionally focused on social and emotional well-being.
Next week, parents will get a survey to indicate if their child will return for in-person or if they'll choose to remain virtual. And tonight at 6, Jamie Perez will join us with more details on the phased return to in-person Madison learning.
The more time a school district spent on in-person learning this school year, the more money they'll receive from the federal government.
And Naomi Coles joins us with more on that decision from state lawmakers today. Naomi?
Wisconsin lawmakers have the power to decide how to spend about 10% of the latest $686 million in federal school aid. Wisconsin Republicans today on the Joint Finance Committee decided to use that money to reward schools for in-person learning. Democrats wanted, the $68 million will go to about 170 of the school's districts based on how many in-person hours that school holds for the school year. That means districts that already made the decision to stay virtual so far will automatically get less money.
This is not an urban-rural issue. It's a matter of, I believe our kids need to be in schools for their benefit and for society's benefit.
Teachers adapted quickly. Administrators adapted quickly. Parents adapted quickly. And the kids adapted quickly. They shouldn't be punished for that.
Democrats argue that this decision punishes schools for making local decisions based on the available science and the COVID situation in their district. Their plan would have evenly divided the money between 172 districts. Now, the state can't mess with the formula for the bulk of that federal aid. That's going to be sent out to school districts based on how many low-income students are in the district.
Naomi, thank you. Americans should be prepared to stay masked up for the foreseeable future as the nation works to get the pandemic under control. That is the word from the CDC, which today updated its mask-wearing guidance after new research suggests 2 masks are better than 1. A CDC lab study shows wearing 1 mask protects the wearer from around 40% of particles coming in compared to a cloth mask over a surgical mask that blocks 80%.
We continue to recommend that masks should have 2 or more layers, completely cover your nose and mouth, and fit snugly against your nose and the sides of your face.
So far, nearly 33 million Americans have received at least 1 vaccine dose. A new poll says 1 in 3 Americans say they will not be vaccinated. Most cited the safety and effectiveness of the vaccines.
A new legal challenge to Governor Evers' latest mask mandate is before the Wisconsin Supreme Court. That challenge was filed less than a week after the legislature struck down a previous order, and the Democratic governor then quickly issued a new one. A prominent Republican donor asked the court late yesterday to issue a temporary injunction to block the mask order that the governor issued February 4th. The governor issued the order just after the GOP-controlled legislature voted to repeal an earlier mask mandate. The lawsuit challenging the governor's authority to issue multiple emergency orders remains before the Supreme Court, which heard arguments in November but has yet to issue a ruling.
UW System President Tommy Thompson is continuing to push for an increase in the UW System's operating budget ahead of Governor Evers' budget address next week. Thompson is asking for a 3.5% increase in operating budgets for the 2021 through 23 biennial budget. He's presenting 10 budget initiatives that include launching a tuition promise, which allows people who haven't been to college to have their tuition covered, give loan forgiveness to Wisconsin teachers and school leaders, and expand educational opportunities in Wisconsin prisons.
I want to be able to matriculate them through our prison system. And I want business leaders like you to be able to sponsor a prison or a prisoner and be able to help me set up the curriculum. What do you need in your business? And be able to teach those prisoners that subject.
Governor Tony Evers will deliver his budget address next Tuesday, February 16th at 7 p.m.
A federal grand jury is deciding to indict a Columbus woman accused in a murder-for-hire plot. 37-year-old Kelly Harper is being charged with using the dark web to hire someone to kill another person and using Bitcoin to pay for it. Federal complaint claims Harper provided information about the intended target. The murder-for-hire plans were reported to the FBI and the Sun Prairie Police Department in January. If convicted, she faces up to 10 years in federal prison. Grand Chute police arrested 2 more people connected to last month's deadly shooting at Fox River Mall. Officials say Sharina Willis and Ralph Ellis were arrested without incident in Oshkosh and booked at the Outagamie County Jail. Willis and Ellis were arrested on suspicion of harboring and aiding a felon. A judge set bail at $1.5 million for 17-year-old Desmond Ellis. He's being held on charges of first-degree intentional homicide and first-degree recklessly endangering safety after allegedly shooting 2 people inside the mall on January 31st, killing one of them.
The lawyer for the man who purchased the rifle that Kyle Rittenhouse used in the fatal Kenosha shootings has stepped down. Dominic Black's lawyer, Robert Keller, withdrew as counsel today. Black is accused of providing the AR-15 style rifle that Rittenhouse used to shoot and kill Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber and injure another man during protests following the police shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha. Dominic Black is expected to be back in court next month.
House managers are laying out their case that former President Trump directly incited the January 6th Capitol attack. House managers used never-before-seen video, including footage from U.S. Capitol security cameras to help illustrate the extent of the assault. House managers also argued that the former president's words and actions prior to that day primed rioters to travel to Washington on January 6th.
He built this mob over many months with repeated messaging until they believed that they had been robbed of their vote.
House managers have up to 2 days to lay out their arguments, and then on Friday the clock will start for the president's legal team, who will also get up to 16 hours for their arguments. Assuming that all Senate Democrats and independents vote to convict, House managers have to convince 17 Republicans to join them.
Members of the U.S. Capitol Police are apparently not happy with their leadership. Union members plan to hold a vote of no confidence tomorrow. The vote targets the police force's top leadership, including new acting chief Yogananda Pittman. The vote comes more than a month after one officer died and dozens were injured in the January 6th riot on the Capitol. Some officers believe intelligence and operational failures left them vulnerable to the attack.
Meanwhile, Georgia prosecutors are investigating if former President Trump attempted to influence its 2020 election. Today, Fulton County's prosecutor sent a letter to Georgia state election officials. She requested they preserve documents related to that call between then President Trump and Secretary of State of Georgia, Brad Raffensperger. During that January 2nd call, President Trump pushed Raffensperger to, quote, find the votes to overturn his loss to now President Biden. State prosecutors will see if that call violated Georgia election laws or any other state laws. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 5, how the colder weather is making it a lot harder for Madison firefighters to do their jobs. And coming up tonight at 6, a World War II veteran is getting his COVID vaccine. We'll hear from him. That story next hour on News 3 Now at 6. And on Wall Street today, mixed results as the Dow gains 62, the NASDAQ falls 35, the S&P 500 down a point. We'll be right back.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback event. Save up to 40% off store-wide. Plus, get $50 instant cash back on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online. Only at A1 Furniture.
Shop the President's Day sale at Grand Appliance for up to $850 in extra savings on LG. The brand ranked #1 in consumer satisfaction 2 years in a row. Get outstanding deals like this 4.5 cubic foot front load washer for just $748, or this 22 cubic foot French door refrigerator for just $1248. Shop your local Grand showroom or grandappliance.com for these deals and more. Grand Appliance, experts since 1930.
Are you sick of the areas of your home being cold in the winter or hot in the summer? Your house is a complete system of components that need to work together, similar to the human body. Just like us, your home needs to breathe too. If we're letting our home breathe fresh air, we'll be healthier and regulate our temperature better. Wouldn't it be great if we could show you all the areas needing improvement in just minutes without tearing the house apart? That is what our thermal imaging does for you. It will show the temperature differences and areas of air exchange. Then you'll know what areas need to be improved. Just like going to the doctor, except these doctors do house calls. This will also help in preventing the entrance of harmful pollutants inside your house. You can now easily bring down the energy bills and have a durable and safe home environment with Fry Construction. Visit fryconstruction.com to schedule your free professional house call with a thermal imaging and insulation specialist.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications and are ridiculously easy to clean. Our floors are also covered by our exclusive warranty, giving you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online now at A1 Furniture.
Thursday morning, we'll update the snow chances as we head into the weekend.
And we'll show you a warm place to get away for a little bit and let out some aggression at the same time. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
Waking up to stuff like this should never be a surprise. Watch News 3 Now First Warn Weather so you always know what's headed our way. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, you can't fight a fire with ice, but that's what would happen if our firefighters didn't plan ahead to make sure water isn't freezing on the job.
Gabriella Becerra shows us just how challenging that can be when it's this frigid outside.
A lot of fires in the winter start right here in the kitchen. Space heaters and cigarettes are also common causes. But when the temperature falls this low, it gets even tougher for the people who have to put those fires out. Madison Fire Chief Steve Davis says keeping water from freezing is a big part of the job. Crews have to keep hoses flowing constantly on a call, which ends up creating slip hazards as the puddles freeze. The cold also takes a toll on the fire trucks and firefighters.
We put a lot of pre-planning in. Madison Metro bus line has been a tremendous partner for us. If we have events in this type of weather, they'll free up a bus, and we use those as warming shelters for our people.
If it's a big enough fire, firefighters will have to take shifts, so no one is out there for too long. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, Madison Fire shows us just how many layers they wear on the job, which ones are for the heat and which ones are for the cold. I'm Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Gabby. The Madison Fire Department asks that when you're shoveling your driveway, you also dig out a nearby fire hydrant, 3 feet on each side. And if you're physically unable to do that, you can give the fire department a call to come and do it for you before the hydrant is needed in an emergency.
And that is so important. And we turned our snow and ice removal expert, Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti, with the latest on just how cold it is out there, Gary.
I'm like everybody else, still dealing with the snow on the ground and the ice that just won't go away. But 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Another bitterly cold night tonight. Temperatures will be down around 10 degrees below zero. Wind chills in the morning from 15 to 25 degrees below zero. We have wind chill advisories for part of our viewing area overnight. Some snow late tomorrow into tomorrow night, then again Saturday, and then again next Tuesday with the potential for some accumulations at any of those times. Wind chills could be as cold as 40 below zero by Saturday night and Sunday night. That will be probably our coldest part of this this bitterly cold stretch. But alert days remain in effect all the way through Monday of next week for those bitterly cold temperatures and wind chills. Just over the next 48 hours, temperatures won't get into the teens. It will stay in the single digits above and below zero, or down to around 10 below zero by early tomorrow morning. Look at the wind chills, basically running between about 10 and 20 or 25 degrees below zero. Low temperatures this morning, 11 below zero in Madison, mainly single digits below zero through much of the state, out to the west, teens below zero, especially from the Twin Cities northward. Here are current temperatures, single digits above zero for much of Wisconsin, but already below zero to our north and to our west. And wind chills right now, single digits to teens below zero across our state. To the west, we're already seeing wind chills in the 25 to 35 below zero range, especially over northwestern Minnesota. Wind chill warnings remain in effect for northwestern Minnesota, northern North Dakota, until Sunday at noon. Wind chill advisories in effect for the rest of Minnesota through Sunday. For our viewing area, Juneau and Adams counties and areas from about Lone Rock and Platteville westward, those advisories run from 9 p.m. tonight until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Future track wind chill by early tomorrow morning. We're looking at wind chills perhaps around 25 to 30 below zero. Same thing for Friday morning. Saturday morning, closer to 30 degrees below zero. And then we get to Sunday and Monday morning. That's when the bitterest of the wind chills reach us, with wind chills perhaps hovering around 40 below zero, or in some cases maybe even a little bit lower than that. Future track snowfall, we're expecting some light snow late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, probably less than an inch in most areas, and then a little additional snow on Saturday will bring another 1 to 2 inches through much of southern Wisconsin. But because it's so cold, there's just not a lot of moisture in the air to squeeze out as snow. High pressure is located just to our west. That extends all the way up into Canada, and that's what's filtering down the cold air. That's going to be sticking around at least for another few days. So wind chill advisories in effect from 9 p.m. tonight till 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, west of a Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. Look for an overnight low temperature of 10 below zero. Wind chills by morning as cold as 25 below zero. For tomorrow, look for skies to become mostly cloudy. Some light snow possible late in the day. High temperature only at 6 and wind chills staying below zero all day. Future track wind chills early tomorrow morning down to around 20 below zero. Again, staying below zero through much of the day. 7 to 10 day forecast. Some snow on Saturday. Again, maybe a 1 to 2 or 3 inch snowfall there. A little more substantial system possible on Tuesday as temperatures start to rebound a bit, but still bitterly cold all the way through the first part of next week. Just very cold for the rest of next week. As we take a look at first warn traffic, right now the Beltline's in pretty good shape. Just seeing a few delays northbound on I-39-90, just north of the Beltline, heading up toward I-94, slowing down traffic just a little bit there. But traffic on the Beltline, 15 minutes either direction for your commute between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, it's a quick 25 minutes down to Janesville on I-39-90 from the Beltline southward. 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12 from Middleton, and downtown to Sun Prairie is an 18-minute commute. That is your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. To head on News 3 Now at 5, another golf major is coming to Wisconsin. We'll tell you what it is ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The President's Day Weekend Mattress Marathon Blowout Sale is happening at Ashley Home Store. Don't miss our biggest mattress sale of the year with the guaranteed best deals in Wisconsin on top brands. Plus, save up to 65% off doorbusters like these. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
Are your windows drafty, broken, or your energy bills on the rise? Champion is here to help. It's replacement window season, and we're celebrating with buy 2 windows, get 2 free. At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs. Then they are built in our very own factory. installed by a team of professionals and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications and are ridiculously easy to clean. Our floors are also covered by our exclusive warranty, giving you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider. They do? Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really? Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
The President's Day weekend blowout is on now at Ashley Home Store. It's the biggest sale of the season. Doorbuster deals up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus discounts off our sale prices and pay as little as $15 a month. No interest financing for 5 years. Ashley Home Store.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A popular senior major golf tournament is coming back to the Badger State. The 2023 U.S. Senior Open is returning to Wisconsin, and Century World in Stevens Point will be hosting the tournament. It will take place from June 29th to July 2nd of 2023. Wisconsin has hosted USGA championships 17 times. It will be the second U.S. Senior Open in our state and the first since 2007 when Ben Crenshaw won at Whistling Straits.
As a U.S. Senior Open site, Century World joins a very prestigious list of courses. Think of this past year's U.S. Open site, Wingfoot, others like Oakland Hills Country Club, Scioto Country Club, Inverness Club, and Pinehurst Resort and Country Club, to name just a very few. It's quite a list of who's who from a venue standpoint.
Officials say they expect more than 75,000 fans to come to the tournament throughout the week, and they expect more than $20 million of economic impact in the Stevens Point area.
Well, the whole city of Tampa Bay celebrating the Buccaneers Super Bowl victory today. The team and city of Tampa held a boat parade. Fans lined the Riverwalk there to get a glimpse of the players and their friends as they cruised along the waterway there. The Lombardi Trophy was hoisted up for all to see, and quarterback Tom Brady, do not try that at home, throwing the Lombardi Trophy across the Hillsborough River to teammates on another boat. They successfully caught it, and Buccaneers, of course, beat the Chiefs Sunday in Super Bowl 55, 31-9. And stay with us. Final check of your first warn forecast. Weather a little different here when we return. Stay with us.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback Event. Save up to 40% off store-wide. Plus, get $50 instant cash back on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online. Only at A1 Furniture.
President's Day means more savings at the Brothers Maine President's Day Super Sale. Get in right now for the sale of the season with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We've got a lot more satisfaction for you at Maine, like up to 18-month 0% financing and free delivery to make life a little easier. Hey, there's more home satisfaction at the Moore store. The President's Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Hey, Dutch boy, show me Mocha Red.
Okay.
Does it have a smooth, durable finish?
Yes, and it's 50% more stain resistant. You still talking to Dutch boy?
Dutch boy, show me Sleepy Purple.
Okay. Oh, would you look at that?
That's better.
He'll still help us paint, right?
With Dutch Boy's high-quality, high-performance paint and Menards friendly expert service, it's easy to twist off to something great.
You're handier than I thought.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
You thought you were the only ones who'd go someplace just because you liked the name of the town. The only ones who didn't just want to see the world, but needed to explore every corner of it. You thought you were the only ones until you discovered others just like you. Jeep Cherokee, there's only one.
Right now, get 0% financing for 84 months or $4,750 total cash allowance on select 2021 Jeep Cherokee models. Hurry to the Jeep President's Day event today.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications and are ridiculously easy to clean. Our floors are also covered by our exclusive warranty, giving you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online now at A1 Furniture.
Gary's got a final check.
Temperatures continue to fall. We're at 9 right now in Madison. Generally single digits across southern Wisconsin. Wind chills right now starting to fall below 0 north and west of Madison. Wind chill advisories in effect from 9 p.m. tonight until 10 a.m. tomorrow west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. Look for a low of 10 below 0, high tomorrow of 6.
We'll see you in 30 minutes. CBS Evening News is next.